Hello and welcome to Tarot Q&A, answering your questions with the tarot cards. Hey, I'm Fiona McLeod, tarot reader, energy healer, spiritual mentor, and a lot of other things. And you can get your questions answered today. We will tune into the collective consciousness, tune into the cosmos, and we will be away laughing, giving you the messages of what you need to hear right now. And we're welcoming Instagram as well to Tarot Q&A Tuesday. Good to be here, guys. We're going to kick off with some questions that have already been sent in. And if you want to do that for yourself next week, you can email me in the link below the video on YouTube for those who are on Instagram. Hello, Simon. Hey, and Shay. Now, it's good to have some oldies here. I'm looking forward to today. We've got some questions. We're going to start off with the first two questions that were sent in, and then we're going to do the collective reading, which means you and you are all going to get a message, because this will be for those who have not asked a question. And it's just basically a vibe, a message for whatever you need to hear today, and it can help you on your merry way. So let's get into it, guys. First of all, I'm gonna. Sometimes I'm so Kiwi, I'm from New Zealand, for those who are watching from other countries. So we've got Shelley M. Shelley, is there anything in the cards for me? I've recently entered a relationship and I'm wondering if I'm on the right path. Shelley M, not to be confused with Shelley D. Okay, let's just feel into Shelley's energy. And what do we need to, can we get an answer for that? Yeah, we'll just see what comes up and we'll go from there, whether we need one or two cards. What it feels like is that either your mind or your physical actions are rushing in really fast and furious. Like, it's really like perhaps you might be leaping before being grounded. So the advice at this time is a suggestion that this relationship, is it a good thing it's going fast? It feels like you might just need to not get ahead of yourself with your head and take it one day at a time. Sometimes when we go too fast, we're really not enjoying what's in the beginning, in the interim, in the now. So the answer to, does this relationship have legs? Like, could this be something that might last a bit longer than the initial stages? Yes. And oh, the irony. I've put that first card away. The other card I had was the Knight of Swords. Now, what we have here is the Temperance card. Now, the Temperance card is all about divine timing and patience and trusting the process. So what did I just say? I mean, I answered that already for you without even picking that card, right? So it's really about trusting the process and really tuning into your heart and trusting the instincts and the intuition about what is good for you within this relationship. It does come up as favorable, so you just have the confidence to continue and get out of your head a little bit more. All right, let's move to Kat. Is my relationship with PJ pure and true with genuine love on both sides? And where will it go? Okay, Kat. All righty, let's get into Kat's energy to see if we can get a read on this connection. Okay, all right. Just getting the initial vibe to start with. Look, the intention is, it's not really about the pure intention. It's about the conflict that that you might be experiencing within. It feels, yeah, I tell you what's overriding the connection is a lot of kerfuffle is the word I like to use. I can't find the word. I'm feeling inner conflict. It could be inner within the relationship, but it could also be inner within yourself or himself. It feels like it's adding a stress and a weight on your shoulders at this time. So we'll just have to sink a bit deeper into the connection, because all we're feeling right now is your current experience. What we want to know is pure. I don't know if I'd call it pure. You know, it's probably not the accurate term. None of us are really pure until we're back in the angelic realm, right? In spirit as such. It's really about recognizing that there's a missing piece to the puzzle you're experiencing. And I quite often use that term. What I mean by that is you need to contemplate what's going on in your overall life and feel into the message that this dynamic is teaching you. That's the dominant message there. Now, in answer to where will it go? Well, let's just see. Oh, I don't even want to use the terms I'm getting. I'm just going to say it's not a favorable path to take at this point in time for a long-term situation. It feels a level of betrayal. Now, I just put that card away as well. I should have showed you. So it doesn't mean, it doesn't feel like a nasty betrayal. It's more of a nudge to go the other way, all right? To go the other way. Hello, Warren. Hey, it's good to have you here too, Richard. Whoever is watching on YouTube, could you just pop me a little emoji in the chat, perhaps your favorite emoji, so I know who is watching, so we can see everybody's name today. And on that note, we are going to launch into the collective reading. So this is for you and you and you and all of you, because we all need a little bit of inspiration to, apparently, that's what I feel. We all need a little bit of inspiration to why? Why do we need the inspiration? To build our inner confidence, to build our inner strength, to strengthen self-love. This is the theme of today. And tell me if I'm right. Let me know in the comments. Is this relevant to you? I haven't got the message yet. But before, thank you, Wanderlust. I'll get to you next. Let me see. The message for inspiration regarding our personal self-love level, would that be a word? And our inner confidence. Are we ready to do this? How many cards? One card. That's minimal, isn't it? Oh my God, this always happens. That's crazy shit. I just pulled this strength card. I mean, I know I shouldn't be surprised. I do read tarot professionally, but it always surprises me. I still get bewildered at the magic of the universe, right? If anyone doesn't know, this is the strength card. It is literally the card I refer to as self-love. Well, it's the need for self-love. It's the encouragement of taming your inner beast, your inner critic, in order for you to build that personal power and step into your abundance. So obviously you can see it's actually called the strength card, and the encouragement is to treat yourself with all the beautiful feminine qualities that would help somebody to feel nurtured. So that's being compassionate with yourself, being kind to yourself, being gentle with yourself, rather than, like, see the lion? It's a lion in this picture, right? The lion is being caressed. The lion is being caressed, as opposed to a lion tamer, which would be a real aggressive force. It would be a way that we wouldn't recommend. So if you want to build up your self-worth and feel better about yourself, it's really important to remember your message today is to be kind and gentle and treat yourself like you would somebody that you really, really cared about. Because you know what? You really should be really, really, really caring about you the most. Not because it's all about you, because it's all about us as a whole. And the nicer you are to yourself, the better you are for the entire world. All right. That's quite a beautiful message for the collective today, isn't it? Don't we love that? I love that. Anyway, moving along to the card for Wanderlust. What is your name, your first name? Hello, thanks for this. What do you see for me in dating? Oh, God, got so many dating questions today. Okay, dating. What's the message for dating? Just getting into the next level of energy. Read for this. Yeah. Okay. All right. Dating. What do you see for me? Hi, Martine. Oh, I love it for you, Wanderlust. This is the beautiful Queen of Wands. Now, let me make this clear for you. If you were asking a question, is something needing a yes/no answer, you'd be this is a definite yes card. However, what I feel it is more for you aligns quite a lot with the collective reading we just talked about, and that is stepping into being the Queen of Wands. This is the beautiful, powerful queen who is creative and she's happy and she just knows her worth. She's treated like the high value woman she is, but she's also treats others like they are high value as well. So it's not a one-way street, right? You're just this beautiful presence of sovereignty. So maybe that is something you're stepping into more, or that you need to step into more. Stepping into, need to step into is the question. And then in that moment, in that energy is when you are, I feel like you're not in a relationship at the moment. If you are, it'll be going next level. If you are in a relationship at the moment, yes, definitely you're going to be looking at, I keep saying next level, but I wonder if you're wondering if the grass is greener on the other side. If not, it's just that little transition at the moment while you go through your personal transformation. How does that sound? Does that fit in with your pretty picture at this time? Now, I hope so. We're going to whiz to Lucy's card. No, we're not. Yes, we are. I feel that I am missing a core offer in my business. What is my one core offer that I should focus on in my business? I'm excited to hear what the universe has to say. Thank you. Kiss, kiss. All right, Lucy Lou. What is the core offer? Well, we definitely are feeling that there needs to be some sort of signature offer. Conflict. Why am I getting the conflict? Oh, we've just hit a very big picture for you. So we're going to have to unwrap it in a couple of cards. Creative solutions to your conflict, whatever that means. So this is a signature program or a signature offer, a signature, what is it? It's not a program. It's definitely a message. So I'll show you this so that you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we have here the Empress, the beautiful, beautiful mother of nature, and she is the creativity in itself. So it's very important that you focus on the creative design elements. And then we have this conflicting card, which actually was the one I pulled first. And what I've got here is, it's like you need the creative solutions for somebody else's conflict, which is not really rocket science with any business, because that makes sense. But let me just feel into, well, no, it's not, because not every business is creative, right? So it is your creativity that needs to be utilized to solve. How deep is the conflict? Conflict is more of a conflict within the businesses that you will be working with. Within people, no. Within conflict, I have to get another card for that. Can't see a genuine. Oh, okay. So what your aim is here is to focus on you could call them limiting beliefs that these businesses may have that keep them stuck. So you help them to, well, you recognize where they're stuck and you give them the creative solution. But there's a little bit more into this. It's, if you think of the businesses like a person, and all people have blocks, right? We've all got a bit of these negative, ego beliefs. Not all ego is negative, but the beliefs come from our experience as a human, and the human is represented as the ego, the human experience, as opposed to the soul experience. So if you think of a person and having both positive and not so positive beliefs that affect their lives, translate that into a business, and when you can pinpoint where they're stuck and resistant to either the topic you're working with, or business itself. Somehow you need to sell the concept of, you need to, within this process, you need to flip their resistance, not just with working with you, but in expanding their business. Okay, so does that make sense? If you're here, definitely let me know if that makes sense, because it is pretty clear from my end, but it may not be as I express it. Let me just see if I can get one more element for you, because, okay, awesome. This is amazing because we've got the eight of wands, and this is like all about growth and speed and movement and, yeah, like development. You see all these leaves on these wands. You can see that the leaves are growing, fresh energy, fresh ideas, and movement. They are moving, they're shifting, helping business to shift into helping businesses to grow, not just in the sense of making more money, more in the sense of how they present themselves, helping them to come up to the game of modern business. I think there's some money in the old businesses to move them into new data, new material, new gadgets, new social media, everything that's new, that's available, technology, digital, etc. Big one, eh? Simon Cotter. Oh, thank you. I'll have to read this one. You're radiating beauty and inspiration, and it truly shows. Well, I don't mind reading a compliment. It's wonderful to see you embrace your journey with such grace. Oh, thanks, Simon. I'm getting a little bit embarrassed now. That is so lovely. Right, on that note, just calm down. We will look at Richard's question because he was really ahead of the game and punched that in before I even started. Sorry, Richie Rich. Is this current exercise program going to allow me to remove a lot of excess weight? Well, we will just get a quick yes/no answer, but we may get some extra information if you are lucky. All right, everybody in the chat, I would love it if you're still watching me. Can you pop 5 hearts into the chat, your favorite color? 5 hearts, your favorite color. And if you're on Instagram as well, maybe you can do the same. Be good to. All right. Exercise regime, Richie Rich. It's impressive. Well, hold on a minute. Maybe not. Oh, goodness gracious. Do you know, the short answer is it's not enough. Needs to be a little bit more movement of old thoughts. So in order for you to go from rough waters to calmer seas, in order you to go from the struggle to free-flowing life, abundance, happiness. As you know, in the tarot, the swords represent thoughts. And this dude in this image is moving the thoughts away from the rocky, rough waters. My camera is back to front, so I'm like I'm all out of sorts. Okay, so there's lots of reasons and there's lessons and ways to read cards. I read and I tune in and channel a flow of consciousness as well, so I'm not always using the cards. What we have here, Richard, I'm going to say you need to be the queen of business as well. That's quite funny, but it's cute funny, right? It's so appropriate for you. I feel you need to tap into the feminine influence within your business, which is that empathy, that caring for your customers, being at the top of your game, whatever business it is. And with that, the change of thoughts and the exercise, it all plays a role because the negative, low vibe stress, the high cortisol is messing with your exercise. So feel at the queen of your game. The feminine, masculine energy is what we're after. And you are on your way to do that. Keep going. I feel there's no blocks. Just be patient and remember that it's all combined, because you can't just do a diet without changing mindset, nutrition, outlook on life. Otherwise, what happens? Everyone just ends up back where they started. That's most of the reason why people know that diets don't work. Not that it's a diet, it's on, it's exercise, but a mix of everything is good for all of us, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, it is. Hey, Ray, nice to have you here. Guys, come on. drop me some hearts in the comments. If not, please do give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate the support. And Jill, lovely Jill, will I have another long-term relationship? Whatever. Well, let's just see. Jill. Oh, I think I feel like I need to give these cards a solid shuffle for this one for some reason. Anyhow, all lopsided, eh? Like I don't know what's going on with my camera. Anyhow. Oh, we're getting there. Are these the cards? No. Oh, okay. Let's see, Jill. The answer to your question, which we believe was a yes-no question, you could have got more out of that. In order for you to go, we're not getting a straight answer, but I'll keep diving. In order for you to go full steam ahead, there is some conflict within that needs to be resolved. How do you do that? Oh. It feels like I feel a bit rude saying this, actually. It feels like it kind of need to give your life a bit of a makeover. And it's not saying your life is bad. It's saying that putting yourself in the priority seat of this is relating to anything to do with your health and your work so that you don't feel left out. Now, bear with me as I unpack this, because it's a bit like if your health isn't good, and I'm going to show you this picture here. These people are not looking healthy, right? And they're just left out in the cold, literally. And if your health isn't good, you're going to feel left out in the cold. So the priority is health first, because this is a little bit like Richard with his weight question, but it's about looking at it more holistically than just bringing in a partner. If you do all this, you get the King of Passion. You get the King of Wands. So, unfortunately, the answer is you have to take some physical, practical, and emotional decisions and shifts in your life to prep yourself to be in the right vibration to attract this King of Wands. So shall we just unpack that a little bit more? Because I think a lot of people would find this relevant to where they're at. So the inner conflict for you, Jill, is all about things being fair and reasonable for you. Okay? So this is like you need to be the lawyer of your personal boundaries. Giving and receiving equally. And more advice. Letting go of the past. And I'm giving you a bit of a big one, right? Because this is presenting as a need for slightly more of an awakening. I'm not saying that you're not awakened and wise and conscious, but I feel like it's a gear shift up, making you the core of your life rather than being part of somebody else's core. So that's why the work thing came up. It has to be that you are appreciated. Okay, I'll leave it there for now because there's just lots of tidbits there. I hope that makes sense. It's just really doing a life audit and making sure that you are getting what you deserve in all facets, from health, business, just general life, and mostly how you see it, putting yourself in a more dominant position. Jill, does that make any sense at all? Embarrassing, isn't it, sometimes when you do a reading that's so complex and you have only 2 minutes to give it. Now, back to the questions. Mel, is this new love interest going to lead to a relationship? I mean, holy cow, it's like love week, isn't it? Love week. Okie dokie. Mel, is this new love interest going to lead to a relationship? Is it highly likely? I say, is it the most probable outcome that you will have a relationship with this new love interest? I just want to double check something. It's not highly likely, but it's not. You were just gonna say at this second, in this minute of this day, it's not strong energy. Whose decision will that be? Yours. That's fine. That's okay then, isn't it? sort of. But hey, enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. What is the? Oh, sorry. On to the next one. On to the next. Anyone more on Instagram? Letty, hello. Love the collective message. Oh, thank you. Would you be able to tell me if we will be growing our family? Oh, we will certainly give that a go. Thank you for your question, Letty. Okay, is it likely there? Yeah, it has positive energy, positive vibe. It feels like it might be a slow plotting process to let that unfold. I'll just be patient. So just keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. Focus on what you want. Not what you don't want. Like really, just make that the dream. It's like, how will I help myself to allow this to unfold rather than freaking out about it not happening fast enough? That's what we would say. Kendra, will my mum beat the diagnosis we are dealing with at the moment? Oh, that doesn't sound very great, does it? Sorry to hear that there is a diagnosis that needs navigating, but isn't that life and all its challenges that help us to learn and grow and be better people? If only we could see it like that as our human selves. Do you know what? I'm actually feeling pretty good about it, Kendra. At this point in time, the idea is that your mum has her cup full up and she's got so much in her to overflow. So anything that people can do around her is to help her not be giving out excess energy or anything, but allow her cup to be full so that she has all the healing energy that she needs. And yeah, right here, right now, it's actually a bit of a journey of self-love too, isn't it? Because that is what that card also can help us to be reminded of. So we do have a bit of a theme today, guys, don't we? Step into our love. I was going to say step into our power, but step into owning our worth. Jill, if you're still watching, that's kind of really what it is. I could have said just prioritize yourself, more self-love. That might have been a faster way of explaining your story. Anyway, sometimes those are not the exact messages I'm getting, though, are they? Right, let's talk about Naomi. What is my sleep issue related to? Oh, that's a bit more serious than the old relationships. Yeah, so I hope that's good, Kendra. Let me know. Naomi, sleep. Okay, that's a good question because sometimes it's like overthinking and sometimes it's hormones and sometimes it's a lack of magnesium or some other thing. Oh, okay. Oh, this is quite the story. Bear with me, everyone. Bear with me. It's such a good story, though. Okay. The reason that it feels that you're not sleeping is that you're actually going through quite a transformative time that may be pretty challenging. And therefore, if life is feeling a bit tumultuous and you're recalibrating to the next sequel of your life, like you're upgrading to be more of the divine version of you, it's going to rock your nervous system and things are going to be on your mind because life will no doubt be challenging you with specific aspects of life. So what they suggest is stay in the soul seeking mode. We've got the Hermit here. And the idea is to focus on your light. See how the Hermit is focusing on the light in the lantern. That light is your essence. So the Tower card is tumultuous, absolutely, but it's always a destiny card that represents a really crap ass time that transforms your life into the best if you can really embrace it. So because it is an enlightening time, if you take the universe's nudges as opportunities to launch your version of your best self, like be your future self now, then the Hermit means that just spends a bit more time alone contemplating and focusing on you being your best self rather than living in the external world. And then what will happen? You will be in your queendom, your beautiful type of happiness, creativity, high vibe. She's a cool chick. She's a cool chick. So stay on your game. You're really in the right place at the right time, even if it might be keeping you awake at night. Just aim to know that it's meant to be, and that way you might find it easier to calm down your nervous system. And is there anything else you can do? I don't think there's really like something to do other than to trust the process and really get excited about what that future self of you is like. Martine, of course we can pull you a card, and then we're going to finish with Jessica. Sorry, Jess, left it to last. Definitely not least. Richard says, dearest Auntie Fee. Is that what do you mean? Is that what I'm sounding like? Like, dear Abby? Oh, cheeky question. He's continuing. Well, here we go. Well, I'll get back to you that, Richard. Now we are talking to Martine. So nice to have you here. Okay. She just wants a card for inspiration for her personal wellness. Aww. The Empress. She's so beautiful. She's like Mother Nature, as we've already mentioned. She is the ultimate creator, as Mother Nature is. So in reference to what you need to hear right now, tap into nature. That can be animals. It can be your own creative flair, like, get into some sort of creative activity. It don't have to be arty, just something that allows you to connect with nature, connect with your truth, feel into what you're passionate about, and enjoy expanding yourself and therefore expanding the world through your own creations. In creation, in that case, the Empress is actually pregnant, which is the most beautiful creation in some people's eyes. So there you have it. Right, Jessica and then Richard. All right, guys. Oh, and then we've got Milene as well. Thank you for being here. Okie dokie. Who's watching? Thank you for the hearts, Richard. Richard's put 5 hearts into the chat. If you're still watching or you're watching the replay, could you please put 5 purple hearts in the chat to let me know you're here? Jessica has a fantastic question here, guys, and she actually inquires with other people. So you might want to interact with her question. What is the energy of the moment for me? Because it feels like I'm in the Tower card and the Death card. Isn't that interesting? We're just talking about the Tower card. She feels like this is like a season of the Tower and the Death, where everything feels like it's beginning to shed or be stripped away. It's as though it's one thing after another. I'm curious if others are experiencing the same energy as well. Are you guys experiencing that? The energy, she feels like she's in the middle of this. Well, I just explained it, the Tower, where things are like as they were, are crumbling down. The old way of doing life is not really easy for you to do. You're being forced to let it go. And yeah. So is that what you guys are feeling? That it's a bit of a renewal, a rebirth time for you, where all these challenges keep popping up, one thing after another? This could be, in lots of different ways. It could be, as we were talking to Jill about the things she needed to do, maybe she's been pushed into that new sequel of her life by being challenged with some things that need to be addressed. And the only way that we'll listen to the higher source is if we get some pains and nudges. Otherwise, we just carry on in our merry way, going out having nice glasses of wine with friends, which is perfectly fine. But sometimes we've also got to do the inner stuff, not just go in outer all the time, right? Better answer a question, I suppose. What is the energy of the moment for me? All right. Any replies to Jessica from others? Are you experiencing that? Well, we have to say, Jess, that we've got the 8 of Wands here, which is just a simple reminder. As you know, what's the reminder of, guys? The reminder is that you're not trapped. It is your mind that's keeping you trapped. The way you think about things is keeping you trapped. Okay? So change your thoughts, change your feelings, change your reality, change your beliefs, change your life. If you do all, basically that means if you change your beliefs at a deep level, subconscious, ideally, you will ultimately change your life. And you can consciously do that to set yourself up to create your own reality, which is what I do with my clients by helping them to transform limiting subconscious beliefs at the core level using Psych K and solar line therapy. If anyone is interested in finding out more about that, you can actually book a free 15-minute chat with me over Zoom. You can see my email below to organize that. I didn't put a link below because I wasn't planning on saying that, but I might later if I remember. Otherwise, just email me. Now, Malene, are we going to have a serious relationship, me and B? Safe and appropriate to read for this new customer we have here today. Thank you for being here. So, are we going to have a serious relationship? Does that mean official relationship or a serious one where there's no fun? I'm sure you mean official. Or maybe you don't. I feel like you don't mean no fun. Although he does feel quite intellectual and serious in some ways. Is it a he? Quite intelligent, I'll just say. Yeah, it's looking pretty strong, got to be honest. It's looking pretty good. Got two beautiful cards here. Look, what have we got? What did I just say? These cards have popped up again. We've got repeats after repeats after repeats. This is love energy, self-love energy. So good reminder to you, Malene, to actually continue the self-love process to enhance your relationship. Such a theme. Hey there, Culture Envy. Where are you from? Where in the world are you from? If you guys could all punch in the city that you live in, I would love to know. While I answer Richard's apparently cheeky question. Let's just see what it is before I read it out loud. I feel like a relationship may be lurking in the next 12 months for me. Does this seem likely? And if so, have I already met that person? Oh, that's a cute question, isn't it? In the next 12 months, is it highly probable that Richard will be in a relationship with a lovely... I think so. And this person looks quite intuitive and they admire your intelligence. Gosh, another intelligent man. So few and far between, yet we've come across two today. Sorry, rude. Portugal, Malene. How awesome is that? And Culture Envy is from the USA. Well, just in case you didn't know, I'm from New Zealand, guys. New Zealand. So yeah, Richard. Well, we did get a yes. Do you know them already? No. No, you don't. No, you do not. Apparently. Hey, how fantastic! It's been fun to meet to meet a few new people and having a hi cat. Awesome. Well, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Unless anyone punches a question in a zippy time. I hope you've all given me a beautiful thumbs up just to say that you love me and appreciate. And then we've got Richard from Perth, Australia, and Jill from Waihi Beach, New Zealand. Oh, we've got one last question come in. My boss. Oh, no, maybe you can tap into his energy better. she's making a joke. He or she making a joke. Oh, that's quite ironic and coincidental, isn't it? All right. Should we wrap it up, everyone? We will be back here 3:33 p.m. New Zealand time. We're ahead of the game, guys. Ahead of the world time-wise. Might be the only thing we're ahead of, but that's we are. And I look forward to catching up with you real soon. Please do send your questions in ahead of time for next week and receive the love that I'm giving to you right now. Okay, guys. Catch you soon. Bye. I never know how to get off Instagram. How do I stop Instagram?